What's up, everyone? I'm Chris. I'm your Tech Talk Doc, and I want to thank you all for checking out my YouTube channel, subscribing. We hit over 50,000 subscribers. That's not possible without all of you watching my tips and tricks and my tech videos. So thank you to all those who subscribe. If you don't subscribe, please come check it out. It's free to learn, and we can fix some of your problems that may relieve a little stress, money, savings. So thanks again, and here comes another video for you. What's going on, guys? This is Chris, your Tech Talk Doc, and today we're going to be talking about compatibility issues that are long-standing and an issue with sending HEIC photos specifically to Windows using the Google Messages for the web, and why when you download the photo that's sent to you, say from an iPhone or an Android, it's handled differently and you have to go through several steps in order to actually look at the photo. So what I did is I took a few different steps. I'm going to show you the steps I took. Let me show you what we did. First thing, a friend who I know has an iPhone, who I know has his iPhone set to take .heic photos for high efficiency, sent me a photo. I'm going to click on it here. I'm going to download. I want to know what it comes up as, if I can read it in this situation, and I can't because it comes in as unknown. So if somebody using an iPhone sends a photo to an Android user using Google Messages web, it's going to come in like this. How do I make this usable? Well, Windows doesn't recognize .unknown. So in this case, all I have to do is this. I need to right click, I need to rename, and I need to remove the unknown. Yes, this is what you have to do for any images that you're downloading using Google Messages web on Chrome or whatever it is. It just will not work. It will never work. And you'll have to use an alternative messaging app like WhatsApp or Facebook, something else. It's different though if you have a few plugins installed and you're sending from Android to Android as a high efficiency. And let me show you that. So this photo here is sent from an iPhone as well, all right, in the high efficiency setting. And I'll download it and let's see how that comes up just to confirm. And sure enough, we have a unknown. We'll have to rename it to see it. Now we send this one below from an iPhone, but using not the HEIC, but the most compatible mode. All right. So you ask that person to change the settings of the way photos are saved. We click on it, we download it, and how does it show up? It shows up just like that. Why? Because it saves it as a JPEG and it doesn't become an issue. Okay. Now let's say we send a photo that we took using an Android to our Google Messages for web. This one here. Let's go ahead and hit download and see how it saves this. Because I did change the settings on my phone, my Samsung, to take it as a high efficiency photo. And that is why you see .heic.jpg. Now, why am I able to see it from an Android to an Android using HEIC? Well, that's because they speak to each other a little differently. All right. I don't need to rename it. I don't need to remove the unknown. And there's a way that you can do that if you do have a lot of friends and family that use iPhones. We'll go over that quickly. Now, I also did verify this because somebody sent me a picture yesterday. And I downloaded that picture. And I asked them, just for the purposes of this, to take a photo from their phone and send it to me. So they texted me a photo they just took, and it was from an iPhone. And what did it come up as? Unknown. So I said to them, you didn't take that other photo you sent to me. Somebody else sent you that photo from an Android phone and you sent it to me. So that photo they sent to me worked completely fine because it was sent from an Android phone to an iPhone, then from an iPhone to an Android. And so it was sent in a language that the Google Messages for web can understand. So essentially what I'm saying is what happens when an iPhone sends a HEIC photo to an Android, which then downloads it on a Windows PC using Chrome and Google Message Web. Even if you have the Windows HEIF image extension installed, it doesn't matter. It does not matter because it's not a Windows issue. It's not a HEIC codec problem. It's 100% caused by Google Messages Web and how it mishandles the HEIC files before the download even reaches your computer. So the issue will not be fixed. What you have to do is you have to find alternative means of sending photos or removing the unknown. So we don't need to go through all the reasons, the coding, and why they don't talk to each other, but essentially when you remove that heic.unknown and make it .heic, you restore the correct file extension and it can be used and open perfectly. And renaming is required only because Google Messages Web mislabels the file. And it's very well documented as a limitation and or a bug, if you want to say that.
Ask your friends or family to change how their iPhone and Android saves photos for compatibility. Ask them to follow these instructions, which may be different depending on the iOS or Android version they are running. On the iPhone screen, go to your settings. Under Settings, go to Camera and look for and select Formats. If high efficiency is selected, ask them to select Most Compatible. Now, every image photo that you receive via text and download on your Windows, Google Messenger Web on the desktop will open if you have the HEIF image extension installed. To ensure Android users have their photos in compatibility mode, I will show you how to access that setting using the Samsung Z Fold 7. Click the camera icon, select the 4 dots, gear icon for settings. Advanced picture options. Ensure high efficiency pictures is deselected.